All right, let's talk about something every digital marketer or analyst knows all too well. That feeling when you inherit a brand new Google marketing stack, and you realize your first job is to untangle a complete and total mess. Well, today, we're diving into a tool that's built to turn all of that chaos into pure clarity.
So picture this. You've just onboarded a new client, or maybe you're the new analyst on the team. Your first task? Figure out their entire Google Analytics, Tag Manager, and Looker Studio setup. It's a lot. You're left staring at the screen thinking, where do I even start?
The old way of doing this is, well, let's be honest, it's just painful. You're looking at hours, maybe even days of clicking through what feels like a million tabs. You're manually copying property IDs. You're trying to map GTM triggers to tags, hunting down who owns which Looker Studio report. It's tedious, it's mind-numbing, and you know what? It is so easy to make a mistake.
But what if you could just automate that whole process, like with just a few clicks? That's exactly what we're looking at today. So let me introduce you to Addocu, the really elegant solution to that documentation nightmare. So what is this thing exactly? Well, Addocu is a really powerful Google Sheets add-on, and you're going to love this. It's completely free and open source. It hooks directly into Google's APIs to pull a full audit of your GA4, GTM, and Looker Studio accounts, and it puts it all right there in a spreadsheet for you.
And you know, this is why it's so good. This tool wasn't just built in a vacuum. The person who created it made it out of their own frustration with the exact same manual, painful process we were just talking about. This is a tool that was truly built by someone in the trenches for everyone else in the trenches.
Okay, so let's get into the good stuff. How does it actually turn that mess into something crystal clear? Let's take a look at what Addocu really maps out for you. First up, Google Analytics 4. Instead of having to click into every single property one by one, Addocu just gives you a complete inventory. I mean, imagine seeing all your properties, your custom dimension counts, your data retention settings, all of it in one clean, simple table. It just completely gets rid of the guesswork.
Next up, let's talk Google Tag Manager, because honestly, this is a game changer. It doesn't just give you a list of your tags. No, it maps out every single tag, trigger, and variable. And one of the best parts, it actually shows you the status of each tag, so you can immediately see which ones are paused or just old legacy tags cluttering up your container. So useful.
And of course, it's got Looker Studio covered. Have you ever tried to track down who owns a specific report or what data source it's pulling from? It's a headache, right? Well, Addocu runs a full census, giving you a complete list of every single report, who owns it, its data sources, and even the sharing permissions. Just instant clarity.
So when you put all of that together, what do you really have? You get this powerful, interactive dashboard. It's a true bird's-eye view of your entire stack's health, and it becomes the single source of truth for all your marketing assets.
I know what you're thinking. This sounds amazing, but is it super complicated to set up? Good question. Let's walk through it. Since the tool is in open beta right now, the whole process kicks off over on GitHub.
Now, don't let the phrase manual installation scare you off. Because it's in open beta before it hits the official Google Marketplace, there are just a few steps. You basically download the code from GitHub, you create a new project in Google Apps Script, and you just paste the files in. The documentation walks you through everything, step by step. It's really straightforward.
And hey, here's a pro tip straight from the creators, because they know the biggest roadblock you might hit. They found that something like 95% of permission errors happen because of a super simple account mismatch in Chrome. The fix? It's easy. Just sign out of all your Google accounts, sign back in with only the one you need for the audit, and you should be good to go.
So let's shift gears a little and talk about the philosophy behind Addocu, because this is just as important as all the features. This isn't just another tool, it's an open source project, and it was built with a really specific mindset.
The core principle of this whole project is security by design. Look, in a world where we are all hyper-aware of data privacy, this is a huge deal. It means your data protection isn't just an afterthought, it's the absolute foundation of the entire project.
And they're totally transparent about it, which is great. The tool breaks down every single permission it asks for and tells you exactly why it needs it. Like it needs to create Google Sheets so it can write the audit. It needs to read your GA4 config to report on it. It all makes perfect sense, and most importantly, it's all view-only access.
And to really drive that point home, they offer this 4-part security guarantee. 1. It is strictly read-only, so it never ever modifies your configurations. 2. Your data is totally isolated, it never leaves your account. 3. There are no external servers involved at all. It all runs right on Google's own infrastructure. And 4. The code is open source, so anyone can review it. That's how you build trust.
And you know, because Addocu is an open source community project, its success really depends on people like you getting involved. So think of this as an open invitation to help build a better way of working for everyone, together.
And hey, contributing doesn't just mean you have to write a bunch of code. Not at all. You can help by beta testing, by reporting bugs you find, suggesting new features you'd love to see, or even just helping improve the documentation. Every single contribution makes this tool that much better for the entire marketing community.
So that's Addocu. It's way more than just a powerful tool that solves a really frustrating problem. It's a community project on a mission to improve how we all work. It saves hours, it cuts down on errors, and it brings real clarity to the chaos. So the only question left is, what are you going to do with all that time you get back?